Soviet forces retreated or surrendered in several key areas today. Find out where on War Watch at 9.
Don't get too comfortable, Commander. Romanov still has plenty of fight left. Apparently the Soviets thought we wouldn't notice this research facility in the Yucatan. By these readings, we can see that they're trying to replicate Einstein's prism technology. Your destination is the ruined Mayan city of Tulum, near the Caribbean coast. We're paradropping a SEAL team to help you locate and destroy the facility. I think you're gonna like these guys. Establishing battlefield control.
Greetings to you all, and welcome back to Command & Conquer Red 2. So, finally, we're gonna take on the Mayans. It's about time. It is interesting how the two different stories diverge depending on my own presence. So are we to believe that Yuri hasn't helped Romanov become more comfortable? And that Romanov is still very much in power? Or are we to believe that Yuri is doing Yuri things and we as the Allies just don't know that Romanov is being puppeteered at this point? I'm not sure. We'll find out later on, I guess. And we've got the SEALs that we saw in the previous mission, the guys we were fighting against. So fortunately we know a little bit about their capabilities. Two of them landed in the ocean, which suggests they're not very good at controlling parachutes, but that's okay. It demonstrated to us the fact that they can swim, which is a talent that not many people in this world have. And I don't really remember the abilities of the SEAL perfectly, but it seems they have anti-infantry weaponry in the same vein as Tanya. Pretty good sight range. But I'm not sure if they can bomb buildings or not, so we'll find that one out. Yes, they can. Okay. It's just Tanya. Got it. I understand. I could kill all the locals, but it's a little unnecessary. I am supposed to be the good guy at this point in time, after all. Although they are cooperating with the Soviets, but maybe under duress. Maybe they're being forced to. I'll let you guys off. This time. I might not be so merciful next time, but let's see what we're dealing with here. The Soviets are trying to replicate our technology. Are they really smart enough to do that?
Sir, these freedom fighters want to join up.
Incoming transmission.
You know what I'm gonna say.
Commander, the SEAL team has liberated a group of local freedom fighters. They were kind enough to give us the location of a Soviet research facility in exchange for the opportunity to fight by our side. I didn't think you'd mind.
Can you be a little more professional, please, Eva? I feel like you're flirting with me.
Reinforcements.
That doesn't sit well with me.
Vehicle ready. Unit reporting. High speed.
I may have to write you up to HR. But for now, we'll focus on the mission. So, you know what's coming. How could these... I lost count, hang on. 10 men not break out of this prison that was guarded by 2 conscripts.
Vehicle ready. Driver up. On your man. How about enemy anti-sights? On your man.
I genuinely have no idea how they were detained. Maybe their spirits were just broken and they didn't feel like trying to break out. Maybe they were mind-controlled. Honestly, I got no answers. Because it just makes no sense. But whatever, they're free now. Even, some of them had even taken up a defensive position. They brought their sandbags into prison with them. Oh, I scarcely know what's going on in this damn game. Alright, well, there's quite a lot of units that you know are destined for death. They can't possibly succeed, you realise this, yes? That's actually doing something, though. I guess we're going this way. I can't imagine we're going any other way. It's probably going to be an important part of the mission. Who's my daddy? Well, his name is Mr. Ortega. That's not his actual name. You see, what I've done there is I've pretended that my real name is Ortega, and thus my parental heritage would have the same name.
I have the
Although it does kind of imply that my surname would be Ortega,
unit reporting.
and therefore that I have a mysterious forename that no one knows.
Who's your daddy? Cover me. Sir, this time. Need a repair? I have the tool.
Well, then you guys can be number 3, and the tanks can just be
On our way, sir.
right at the back, that no one cares about. How are we breaking into here?
Ready. Unit reporting. Driver up.
We can fly in, but that's not going to work. This looks less defended.
I'm your man. Cover me. How about a swim? Squared away, sir. I've got the knowledge. Yes, sir. Securing position.
Right, everyone, we're going this way.
Good to go.
Honestly, we took a very poor route to get here, but
Who's your dad? How about a swim?
deal with the mistakes.
Destination, Commander?
Barrels.
Closing in.
That's all I need to know.
Unit promoted.
Securing position. Need a repair? I won't be late. I won't be late.
Right, that was the engineers I nearly sent in.
Mining pyramid? That's a prism cannon.
I'm sorry, what? That's a sentry gun, mate. You want to calm down?
I'm your man. Ready. You got it.
Things aren't as bad as you think.
Sir. Double time.
What's with this weird lob shot?
Fire zone confirmed. High speed, let's get it on. Yes, sir. Bound forward. Weapon ready.
I'm gonna blow up this barrel just for good measure. Maybe stand away from the wall.
I'm your man.
The money. You telling me I should do a drop over there using my aerial unit, perhaps?
Securing position. Destination, Commander? Driver up. Outstanding. Sir! Yes, sir! Got it!
They converted a Mayan pyramid into a prism tower.
Time! On the move! Attacking!
Does it work?
Moving out! On
No,
my way!
no it doesn't.
Destination, Commander. Commencing assault.
Okay, well I'm less afraid of it now.
Commencing assault. Squared away, sir! Double time! Hooah! Squared away, sir! Let's do it! Hoorah! Squared away, sir! Squared away, order!
Unit lost.
Ready. Hoorah!
Even under the watchful eye of 5 seals, the dogs still get multiple kills.
Securing position. Driver up.
Wait a minute, what am I doing? I got engineers.
Moving. Seal ready. Vehicle ready. Closing in. Engineering. Got the plan.
Unit lost.
Engineering.
I'm probably gonna need some power, aren't I?
Seal ready. How about a swim?
This has now become a mandatory solution to my problem.
Captured.
I've got the
Our
knowledge.
base is under attack.
I have the tools. Plan.
Unit lost. Building captured.
So, let me just... I didn't expect to see that. Let me just get this straight. This thing was under the control of the enemy, and it didn't fire on me. I captured it, and then it didn't fire for me, because I didn't have enough power. Then the enemy recaptured it, and it blew me off the face of the earth. Alright, fine. The enemy got very angry at me.
Unit lost. Mission failed.
I still think that's the plan.
Soviet forces retreated.
Nobody cares about the Soviet forces, alright?
Establishing battlefield control. Stand by.
I feel like I should have 50 more credits than I do. Who's been siphoning funds?
Battle control online.
Cover me.
Alright, this time we know a little bit of what's coming up.
How about a swim? How about a swim? Cover me. Cover me.
Things should go slightly better. Not much.
How about a swim? How about a swim? Hoorah! Cover me. Hoorah! This is too easy. Enemy in my sight. Swim. How about a swim? This is too easy. This is too easy. Hoorah! How about a swim? This is too easy. Enemy in my sights. This is too easy. Enemy in my sights. These freedom
Incoming transmission.
Cover ready.
Commander, the SEAL team has liberated a group of local freedom fighters. They were kind enough to give us the location of a Soviet research facility in exchange for the opportunity to fight by our side. I didn't think you'd mind.
Now, you said they gave me the location of the research facility, but didn't I already know the research facility was here? Isn't that the whole reason why I sent a SEAL team?
Unit report. Outstanding. Commencing assault. Destination command. Fire zone confirmed. Who's your daddy? Cover me. Let's get it on the way. Yes, on our way, sir. Fire zone confirmed. See you ready. I got
One SEAL to deal with this. There's no need to invest all of the SEALs.
it on. How about a swim?
Alright, let him go, let him go. He's not worth it.
Securing position. Outstanding. Yes, sir. Bound forward. Bound forward. Let's get it on. On you got you.
Maybe we should have chased him.
Enemy in my sight.
He was planning an ambitious flank the whole time.
Closing in. I'm your man. Who's your daddy? Destination command. Let's get it on. Hoorah! I'm your man.
Okay, I feel somewhat on
Cover me.
up against the clock here.
How about a swim?
On a timer.
How about a swim?
Now, SEAL team can swim, so going to the shore is quite a reasonable idea.
How about a swim? Hoorah! Hoorah! Ready? How about some action? Hoorah! How about some action? Squared away, sir! Seal ready. I'm your man. Seal ready. Seal ready. How about a destination command?
Okay, that should be an impregnable defense.
Seal ready. How about a swim? Cover me. How about a swim?
That was remarkably close, but he's alright. There is a barrel here. I'm not sure what the game intends for me to do. There seems to be so many options, that's the thing. I'm overwhelmed by choice. But I'll do some naval scouting. I don't want to have to attempt this mission again. I want to go slowly and carefully. I could just charge blindly in, reveal the whole enemy base, and plan an attack quickly before I die. But I want to try and do this properly. So I'm going to do a little bit of reconnaissance. Now my bullets probably travel through the cliff, right? Curses, why is this game so logical? I could land here with the helicopter if I want anyone else in this position, an engineer perhaps.
Cover me. I got him. I got him. I got him.
Strikes me this is probably a good method of attack because it's going to take me past
Hoorah!
a power plant.
How about a swim? How about a swim? How about a swim? Hoorah! This is too easy.
Can SEAL shoot over walls? No, they can't.
How about a swim?
Is this guy dead? No, he's not.
Cover me.
Can vehicles go in helicopters? No,
Bound forward.
that's
High
not.
speed, low
That's not the move we want.
Let's get it on.
This SEAL will die.
Cover me.
It's unavoidable.
Hoorah! This is too
As soon as he steps foot in here, he's gonna die.
Hoorah! Cover me. How about a swim? Cover me. Cover me.
There's just too many vehicles he can't fight. Even the harvester will take him out.
Cover me.
Like the harvester's the biggest threat.
Cover me. Cover me.
Now there's two of them right when I go in.
Come on! That's no Mayan pyramid. That's a prism cannon. How about a swim? How about
Okay, it's fine. Just relax. Just regenerate your HP. Don't worry about it. Set off a few bombs. You know, have a good time.
cover me? Cover me. Hoorah!
Maybe this one SEAL will just take down the entire base.
In my sight. I got him. How about a swim? Going down. Hoorah! Enemy
He's not doing bad. I'll give him that.
Enemy in my sight. Cover me. Hoorah! How about a swim?
Okay, may have met his match here.
How about a swim? How about a swim? How about a swim? Hoorah!
So he did so well, I think I'm going to save his life. Possibly, he might die.
Cover ready. Cover
Unit lost.
I'm your man. Swim. Cover
We will remember him.
Cover me.
I may even choose to name him.
Who's your daddy? How about a swim?
Nah.
Let cover Get it on. Hoorah!
He's just that seal guy.
Hoorah!
Those landing engineers here going to do anything for me? I don't think so, because anything if I go for a frantic capture, that's just going to get recaptured. Fantastic. The number of flak tracks is really getting up there. This is going to become a problem, isn't it?
Who's your dad?
I don't see an obvious solution to this.
Yes, sir. Vehicle ready. Bound forward.
Everything's pointing at just going in the way I went before, when this mysteriously doesn't work for a while.
Vehicle ready. High speed, low drag. Good to go. Securing position. Bound forward. Weapon ready. Driver up. Bound forward.
Okay, what I really want is to destroy enough flak tracks with these tanks that they get promoted.
Outstanding.
If these tanks can become elite, then I'm pretty confident they can kill anything.
Yes, sir. High speed, low drag. High speed, low drag. On our way, sir. High speed, low drag. Destination, Commander? Ready to roll. Closing in.
Maybe focus your fire. There we go.
Ready to roll. Closing in.
Unit promoted.
Outstanding.
Progress.
Bound forward. Closing in.
This is probably not the intended method to essentially farm experience on your tanks.
Unit reporting. Outstanding. On our way,
I am aware there were barrels on the left side of the base, so maybe I was supposed to blast my way in through there.
sir. On our way, sir.
But I need to deal with the flak tracks at some point, there's just too many of them.
Yes, sir. Destination, Commander? Outstanding.
There's no way my infantry are going to survive this,
Vehicle ready.
as I thin the herd.
Unit reporting. Fire zone confirmed. Unit reporting.
Question is, are they building them? Or do they just have a limited number? Because that does change the way I play things.
Unit promoted.
Unit reporting. Bound forward. Destination,
Unit
Commander?
promoted.
I'll make sure this guy doesn't steal any more experience.
High speed, low drag. Destination, Commander? Low drag.
Yeah, apparently I'm playing an RPG now, don't mind me.
Destination, Commander? Destination, Commander? Yes, sir.
How many flak tracks to level up? A grizzly battle tank, I forgot its name.
Unit report. Commencing assault.
Probably one more. I wish I understood this tower and why it didn't fire at me the first time. That's the thing that confuses me the most in this entire mission.
Unit promoted.
Action, Commander? Low drag.
Fantastic.
Vehicle ready to go.
Alright. I have two tanks that can destroy nigh on anything.
Vehicle ready. Bound forward. High speed, low
The only thing that can possibly stop them is if this
Securing position. Driver
bootleg prism tower decides to fire at me.
closing in. Bound forward. High speed, low drag. Seal ready.
I'll have one seal with me, just for good measure.
Yes, sir. Good to go.
The tanks can kill the infantry, but the seals will do it more efficiently and faster.
Destination, Commander? Closing in. Good to go. Closing in. Good to go. Who's your dad? Vehicle ready. Yes, sir. High speed, low drag. High speed, low drag. Good to go. Outstanding. Weapon ready. Yes, sir.
It's obscene how much more powerful a unit becomes when it's heroic. The first veterancy upgrade is, you know, it's good, but it's nothing compared to the second one.
Drag. Weapon ready. High speed, low drag. Fire zone confirmed. Bound forward.
I'm sorry for what I'm about to do, but it is the duty of commanders to make the difficult decisions and to make the sacrifices. I'm not sure if you heard it in my voice there, but I got a little choked up sending this man to his death. I actually didn't, I've got a sort of mild cold thing going on, but if I can use it as an excuse to try and pretend to be somewhat emotional, It happened again. I don't even know if it's going to be picked up properly, but... Oh, this poor soldier.
Destination commander.
Apparently I care about him more than I ever knew.
Unit reporting. Driver up.
Unit lost.
I'm convinced this thing's powered down.
I'm your man. How about a swim? Destination securing position. Fire zone confirmed. Let's get
Okay, so I'm of the opinion that
engineering.
this is just programmed to be powered down,
Engineering. I won't be late.
so that it doesn't blow you up.
Moving.
But, if the enemy recaptures it, it loses its programming,
Forward.
and it turns on.
Weapon ready. On our way, sir. Weapon ready.
I would call that a bug.
Commencing assault. Commencing assault.
Whatever it is,
Bound forward.
that's how I think this works, so I'm gonna play within those boundaries.
I'm your man. Maneuvers in progress. Vehicle ready. Outstanding. Driver up. Need a repair? Yes, sir. I have the tool. Moving.
In order to make this work, I'm going to need
I'm your man.
a seal here to shoot any potential engineers,
Studying engineering, sir.
and I'm gonna need to capture some power.
Engineering. I won't be late. I'm your man. How about a swim? I got him.
Building captured.
We are online.
Engineering. Maneuvers in progress.
How have the Soviets managed to construct a prism tower stronger than anything I've ever made?
Ready to roll. Bound forward. Fire zone.
Whatever, we have a base of operations now. Probably should have just shot the barrels.
Unit report.
This thing one-shots tanks! And barrels. And ancient Mayan temples in 2 shots. You know I'm releasing the alligators.
Yes, sir. Good to go. Commencing assault. On our way.
Be free, my
Our
beauties!
base is under attack.
Wait, leave my base alone.
Repairing.
I worked hard to get this thing. You got any more of these? These are pretty nifty. There's one down here.
I'm your man. Cover me. Destination.
I'm sorry, what am I supposed to be doing? Just killing you all? Because I can do that.
I've got the knowledge. Maneuvers in progress. Tour underway.
Alright, you guys are entrenched. That's why you didn't move.
On my way.
I suppose you can reach that, can you? Not quite. Are we going to go for power first? Wait, they're powered down. Does a Tesla coil fire if it's being charged by 1 Tesla trooper, or does it require 2? I think it requires 2 to fire in low power conditions.
Orders.
They can be made to work in low power, that is a thing. But I think it requires 2. We'll never know, because he's abandoned his post.
On my way. Vehicle ready. High speed, low drag.
Well, it works for me.
Ready.
Do I control these? No.
Yes, sir.
I have freed you. I expected you to wreak havoc. Instead, you just politely stayed in your pen. Do you fear your Soviet overlords that much? And, I mean, die, alligator scum!
Driver up.
I had no intention of killing them. I thought they were going to help me.
Good to go. Fire zone.
But the game had other ideas.
Yes, sir. On our way, sir.
Alright, so priorities. We just need to
Speed, low drag.
destroy some more power, I think.
Securing position.
This mission's done, right? Nothing here can stop these tanks.
High speed, driver up. Securing position. Good to go. Weapon ready.
Good luck, mate.
High speed, fire zone.
So it seems the intended solution was to swoop around here
Destination.
with the tanks, blow down this wall, hit a barrel, which would kill a tank and some power plants behind it. That would power down the Tesla coils, maybe go in through the front door.
Unit reporting. Closing in.
Seems there is some option to drop around the back, but this looks terrible. Because I don't know how SEALs, GIs, and engineers ever gets anything done against harvesters.
Outstanding. Closing in. Bound forward. Fire zone.
Alright, so enough of this. Although if you're just going to build them and immediately drive them to their own demise, I don't mind that much.
Ready to roll. Driver up. I'm your man. Cover me. Enemy in my sight. How about it? Cover me. Enemy in my sight. I got him. Special delivery. Enemy in
Let's,
my sight.
let's see if this one guy can defeat an entire battalion by himself. It's not even close.
Destination, Commander? Driver up.
Crikey, the harvesters are getting antsy.
Ready to roll. Fuel ready. I got it. Ready to roll. Closing in.
So I genuinely wouldn't have been able to defeat all of these units with just these 2 tanks if I didn't promote them first. Which means you either had to capture this and just bait the harvesters into it,
Yes, sir. High speed, low
or you had to level up these tanks, because I'm not joking, these harvesters would defeat my tanks if they weren't promoted.
Yes, sir. Bound forward.
I'm gonna destroy this thing. No, should I capture it? Or what does the mission want me to do? Which button is it? Not that one. Capture or destroy. Okay, so I can't just blow it up.
Unit reporting.
And I don't have enough power to run 2 of them at once, so let's just blow it up.
Cover me. How about a swim? Going down. Who's your daddy? Special delivery. Fuel ready. Special delivery. Who's your daddy? Down. Yes, sir. Securing position. Securing position. On our way, sir. On our way, sir. Yes, sir.
I like the fact the harvester's still dutifully working.
Come in.
He doesn't even have anywhere to return his goods to,
Going down.
but he's still going for it. I've got to respect the micro. He hid behind a wall
High speed. Who's your daddy?
that he could shoot over and that my tanks couldn't.
How about a swim?
I mean, that is something else.
Fuel ready. Cover me. Going down. Destination, Commander. Weapon ready. Let's get it on. Cover me. Enemy in my sight. I got him. Special delivery.
It's kind of therapeutic to have this mass destruction of the enemy's base when they've already lost. Just really make a point to the Soviets that they never had a chance. I'm not sure why we needed to destroy every last sentry gun. I feel like once we destroyed the prism technology we'd actually succeeded in our mission. But apparently I'm wrong. Apparently we need to make an example of everyone. Stealthy destruction. Stealthy destruction. I leveled up a tank until it was firing miniature nuclear warheads. And then I punched my way through the front wall. If that's stealth, I'll take it. Next time we're going to be continuing through the Ally campaign. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I shall see you then.